Hey Mountaineer fans, after a year of being stuck at home, you deserve all the latest WVU gear, gifts, and apparel to show your Mountaineer pride. Our friends at the Book Exchange are offering 25% off with our promo code BX4 Final Four. Let's cheer on all of our Mountaineer athletes in gold and blue and support local business too. Shop online at bookexchangewv.com or at their downtown Morgantown or Evansdale locations. That promo code again is BX4 Final Four.
Recorded live in Morgantown, West by God, Virginia, and across the world with your hosts, Kevin Jones, John Flowers, and our lovely co-host, Ashley. This is the Final Fourcast podcast.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy J Flow. Welcome to another episode of Final Fourcast. Got my guy KJ with me.
You.
Our lovely co-host Ash.
That's me.
Thick Ash today.
Oh, thick ass today. Nice. Like
Ethan's here for whatever reason.
What's up? What's up, John?
Don't really know what's going
Missed
on.
you.
And super producer Dave. It's been going on, fellas, ladies.
Ladies. Yeah,
Ladies.
everything is good, man. Just getting prepared for Christmas.
You still here?
I am
see.
still here.
I see a couple of fans, Final Fourcast fans, have started a GoFundMe for you.
Did they?
For your job. Is that what it was, Dave? Did it say GoFundMe or?
It said GoFundMe for a
Recording
salary.
Sunday. Yeah, we said we're recording Sunday and said someone must have set up a GoFundMe for Kev's exorbitant salary. So
Yes. Yes. Free money. Nothing like it.
Yeah. Praying for you, Kev.
I really appreciate that. I need it.
Now, what's going on for real, though? Because, like,
There's nothing going on, John. And that's the problem. There's nothing going on.
you can come to Uruguay if you want.
Hell no. That's be the when I go to the day I go to Uruguay is the day I'm done with basketball. No, I'm just messing with you. But
That's what I
in all seriousness though, like I don't know, man. It's been weird this year. Like we were just talking about like COVID and everything. I feel like it's stopping a bunch of things, especially for me that is trying to get into a job. It's kind of hard to get into certain places. So, you know, like I think that's a part of it, and also a part of it is, you know, teams don't have the money that I'm looking for. So it's like, go ahead,
would you take a couple 100,000 less than you normally take?
a couple hundred? Would you take a couple 100,000 less than you?
I mean, it's still $1 million. I mean, you still
It's not
Gucci, you know what I mean?
a couple 100,000. I'm only left with 2,000 after
guys,
that.
last time we established it was 1.2 for Kevin, I think.
Yeah, so you take a couple
Where-
100,000.
where y'all
still
get-
$1 million?
Where y'all getting these numbers? Y'all gonna get me lined up? Somebody really thinking I'm rich and
You know
try
how
to
much
rob me?
you know how much insurance costs on a yacht?
Y'all trying to get me lined up. I know what you're trying to do, and it's not gonna work. No, but yeah, I'm you know, it's getting a little frustrating at this point. I definitely didn't want to be here I mean, I'm not complaining about being home for the holidays, but still, you know, I want to go play. So it's definitely been frustrating. But what can I do?
True. Where you at? You in
Yeah, you know where I'm at. Don't ask no questions.
You gonna be there for? I need a ride from the airport. Yeah, Ash, or can somebody get me? Dave, Ethan.
Ooh, what happened to
When you
the?
coming in?
The 24th.
I
Christmas
might
Eve.
actually be here.
Nah, I'm busy. Sorry.
Bet. That's what's up. I ain't didn't expect.
Yo,
anything less.
You my boy. You know I'd pick you up if I wasn't busy, extremely busy that day.
That's how
I know
it
a
starts.
concierge that usually picks people up, right?
That's how it starts. They get the girl, and the girl starts saying, "Nope, you can't do this." Can't do that. Can't hang with this
Here we go.
person."
Wow.
Is that how that works, Ash? Did you ever tell Joe like, "Hey, I don't like you doing this"?
No.
Would he listen if you did say that? You think?
Yeah, of course he would.
What
But
Of course he would.
He would, nigga. You would. What you didn't tell him anything, like nothing, like hey, don't leave your trash out,
Mm-mm.
don't pick up your dirty clothes.
No, man, I'm super chill. You know what I mean? Like I pick my battles. That dumb shit's just stupid.
Good. That's the way it should be. Pick your battles. Don't complain about everything. Like
You don't
for
Yeah.
have
either
clean
side, man
clothes.
or woman.
Because I mean, I'm sure I do shit that annoys him too. Like I know it annoys the shit out of him that I have products like all over the vanity in the bathroom. I know that and we have things, so
Yeah.
So
give
you
and
Good.
you
take.
guys don't have to like compromise a lot.
I mean, kinda, but not really. I mean, it's not. But see, he and I aren't. We don't get easily bothered by that shit. You know what I mean? Like
That's
it's
what's
whatever.
soulmates. You don't have to
That
get a clean clothes hamper.
yeah.
No dumb shit like
Here
that.
we go. It's been 2 years later and he's still on it.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
I'm blessed though. Joe does laundry. He's the one that does the dishes. I mean, he does all that stuff. It's great.
That's
Nice.
interesting.
Do you think relationships are ever 50-50? Do you think that one person always gives more than the other?
I think it would be very difficult to be 50-50. Um, so yeah, I think there's always a little bit of one side's more than the other, but I mean, it doesn't have to be too much on the other side. So I guess it just depends on how you look at it.
True.
I hope my daughter's future husband does the dishes.
Me
You would
too. It's
hope.
great.
Crazy. I know. That's interesting.
Mm.
Anyway,
What's going on in Uruguay, man? I care every time I turn around, you dropping buckets, man. Y'all winning?
I think we like 4-4, something stupid like that. It's
Something
alright though.
stupid.
It's cool.
You getting a
They
lot of
He's
tried.
like,
breaks though.
he said he's still getting
Not
paid.
really.
It don't matter.
Yeah,
They
right.
tried. They tried to. So remember, I came home for the break.
Yeah.
They tried to like not pay me for the time I was at home.
What?
Oh damn.
I was like, so I was ready to go. I was, me.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Facts.
out of here, and I stopped. I ain't practice. I was like, I'm done. I'm out of here. But I think we just came to an agreement.
What was the confusion? Did they tell you they were gonna? Did you have any
Mm,
idea that they were gonna do something like that, or they just blindsided you and came back? It's like, nah, you're not getting paid.
Basically, blind. Like they sent my check, and it was just short, like mad bread. I
Mm,
was like, what the fuck is going on?
yeah.
And apparently, like that's just how it is in Uruguay. That's what I was told. But
Mm,
Interesting.
they should have told me that before I went home. I would have just stayed here.
facts.
I'm
Yeah.
glad we worked it out though, cause I like it here. I like the team. Love the coach. It's cool. So it's chill.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. That's dope. That's
Marijuana
dope.
is legal, even though I don't smoke.
Just had to throw that out there, huh?
It's a real chill country. That's why I threw it out. Like I'm just describing the.
It's I don't smoke it, but it's legal here.
I'm just trying to describe the country. It's just a
Okay.
real chill country. It's the beaches right there in Montevideo. It's cool,
Nice.
man. If you want to come out, KJ,
Hey man. Seems like
get
I'm gonna
you
have a lot of time on my hands.
get you a little bit under $1 million.
What?
We can get you a little bit under $1 million.
All right,
I know
man.
you're
What's
turning
up?
down those offers right now,
Yeah.
but this is
Just
a different situation.
just set it up, man.
All right.
I trust you.
Can I get the commission?
Of
Can I get a
course.
commission?
Of course.
John's manager now. The guy's a basketball player. He's a real estate agent. He owns his own business.
All
Now
the
he's going to be a
above.
sports manager.
All the above. People keep on asking me, it's like, what was it? Is John still selling houses? I'm like, I don't know what he's doing. I think he's playing basketball right now. I don't know.
Tell him to call me.
Call you in Uruguay?
Yep.
All
I could
right.
sell a house, man.
Okay.
There you
Trust me.
go.
There you go.
Speaking of which, TBT, big
Yeah.
announcement that KJ had. KJ made this.
Why was that funny?
Yeah,
By
I
the
thought you did
way,
a great job.
KJ
Thank
is
you. Thanks, Ash.
KJ is chairman for picking the team this year, so everyone knows for TBT.
Ooh.
Whoever's on the team, KJ picked them.
It's solely on me.
So we're in the TBT again, West Virginia. July 24th. Thank you. It's coming back to Charleston, West Virginia. We're hosting again alongside her, the Thundering Turds over there at Marshall. July 24th through the 27th. So I think tickets are on sale now at the TBT website. So get your tickets, man. Hopefully we can pack it out. KZ is going to pick a great team, great coach, all of that. So
Thanks, John. I appreciate it.
what's your thoughts now, KZ? I gotta slide a name your way too.
Okay.
But what's your thoughts about the team so far? What do you want to do? You want to bring back the same team? You want to cut
Uh,
some players? What do you want to do? We got some rookies coming up too, some really good ones.
yeah, yeah. I haven't thought about it. This job I didn't ask for. It was pushed upon me.
Yeah,
So,
you got it, buddy.
I haven't really had time for it to settle in my mind, but I got a few ideas.
You got it, Bucko.
And I think it starts at the top where John will not be invited back. So as chairman of the TBT of the West Virginia, I say John will not be returning to West Virginia squad. That's my first move.
That's your first mistake.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay tuned for further announcements. You didn't see that one coming, did you, buddy?
First mistake. Already on the wrong side of things here.
Nah, but all jokes aside, though, I'm looking forward to it, and I think that us having that home court advantage, it helped us definitely in the first two games, and even the third game, which we unfortunately lost. But I'm excited, man. It's everybody. People saying they bought their tickets already. I think it's going to be even more crazy than it was last summer. So
Yeah, you're
I'm looking
out there
forward to
already,
it.
so you can start promotion out there already.
I could.
You live there.
Shut the fuck. I'm out here.
It's a buzz out there already.
Nah, it's definitely a buzz. Like, not even just here in Morgantown too. A lot of people asking about it. A lot of people asking who's going to be on the team this year. I was talking with a guy last night. He was talking about the team and who he thinks should be on it. So some interesting things going on. But yeah, we'll get it together.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I wanted to slide a name your way.
You're doing it right on here.
Talking to
All right, cool. All right.
You know, ain't nothing to hide here.
All right, good.
The Final Fourcast, baby.
All right.
I don't know why we have a drum roll, but anyways, interrupt again, Dave. Keep going. Anyways, we got
I feel like we're in like a fucking TV show right
Yeah,
now.
I know, right?
Is he
What the
done?
hell? You're welcome.
Anyways,
Yeah, say the name, bro.
so I've been talking to some people, and so a guy from the Final Four years,
Okay.
still kind of active out here. Lost a little bit of weight. Still can jump around a little bit. Still can ball from what I'm told. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, well, I don't.
First of all, would you be even up for anybody from the Final Four team?
Of course. I mean, if they here's like, in all jokes aside, like if we seriously gonna make a team, like I want to put, obviously everybody wants to put out the best like product of players, but at the same time, I want people who that we feel like we can depend on as well. Because there's been a lot of times that we say that, all right, we're gonna get this guy based off of talent, but then it's like sometimes they don't show up to practice, or sometimes they're not that serious for the game, or whatever like may be the case. And I just want to have that balance of, okay, yeah, we do need the talent, but also how are they as a teammate? How are they going to act if they don't get as much playing time as they think they should? You get what I'm saying? That's the aspect that I'm more worried about than anything. It's like the team part of it.
Right.
So
this guy resides in Summit, New Jersey.
wait, who are you talking? Whoa, so then I definitely don't know. You're talking about Wells?
Yeah, Wellington Smith.
Wells still balling?
That's what I was told, man. I don't know. Like, that's kind of
listen.
a risky pick, right? Because he hasn't been hooping professionally, but I'm told, like, he still can get up and down, can shoot, can jump, all
Give him a
that.
tryout.
Hey, listen, if you wanna come up, I think what we should do too is like have like a bunch of guys come up for like a pro am kind of situation to come up and just ball for the summer, like other colleges do, or other guys that they have a network of players that in the area. I think we should just do a pro am where we just once a week or whatever, just ball, just get up and down.
What you mean, like a league?
No, not a league. Not I don't want to say a league, a pro am. So like just like an open gym, but just for the pros, the
Yeah,
guys. That's yeah, because we
See how
got a
everybody's
lot of them.
playing, see if they can play together, that
Yeah,
sort of thing. Yeah.
exactly. We got a
that's what
lot.
I
We got a
was.
lot of them.
That was the goal of the alumni game, basically, to get it like competitive. We could travel around West Virginia and do that. You know what I'm saying? You could
Yeah,
put some money in some of these rookies' pockets, some of everybody's pockets, the professionals' pockets, and raise money for a good cause while doing it.
I think that's a great
And
idea.
do that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
but you gotta just coordinate with everybody, and everybody just
yeah,
don't be on the same page sometimes. But it's
yeah.
something.
I feel that. I wasn't even talking about more of a money aspect. I was just talking about more of just a basketball thing. Just getting, we all just like to hoop at the end of the day, whether money is involved or not. So I was just talking about just getting like an open gym going once a week for whoever guys that's in town. They want to get some running.
I mean, I just be hooping with the players that are here now, like the guys that are in the school, the
Yeah,
team.
that too. That's what I'm saying. The team too, or whoever else wants to play.
Yeah, I'm with it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
gotta
to answer your Wells thing, like if Wells is still playing and he's good enough to play, why not?
true. Who did you think I was talking about?
I thought you were talking about Casey Mitchell.
He was supposed to come last year. I don't
I
know. He
know
didn't. He
that's what I
didn't
thought you
even.
was talking about him.
He didn't reach out.
He was in the process of losing weight. He was looking good shooting the ball and all that. So that's what I thought you was talking about.
For real, you
I
saw him
didn't think
hoop.
yeah,
He looked good.
last summer. Yeah, like he was. I mean, he was bigger, but he was talking about losing weight, and he was excited for the TBT. And apparently, you gave him a shot to be on the
Like,
team. So
told him hit me up. I ain't
yeah,
hearing from
so
him.
I ain't hear from him after that either. I think we worked out like a couple times, and he just disappeared. Normal KC Mitchell.
Yup, exactly.
But yeah, that's what I thought you was talking about. But
So we posed an interesting question on Twitter. I'd like to get your guys' thoughts on it.
yeah,
Which graduating senior player from the team currently would you like to see join Best Virginia?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I like to see, and this is just all depends on what they want to do after.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of guys gonna, I'm sure Taz and Sean and Gabe might be wanting to do stuff for the draft or whatever. So it's hard to say, but having all three of those guys would that would be great to me.
Yeah.
I don't think we can have Taz and Jay Sean on the same team. Though.
Yeah, we talked about that already.
They just, I mean, they're too similar. Taz is tough though, bro. Like,
Taz is super
I'm
tough,
big
bro.
on Jay Sean just cause like Jay Sean's tough, but Taz is I
Yeah,
don't know, he just different.
I would say if I had to pick out of all three of them, I'm gonna say Taz, but I wouldn't mind Gabe. Gabe is gonna be a workhorse. He's not gonna expect anything. He's just gonna go in there and work.
Gabe gonna
Mm-hmm.
fall out.
Gabe, yeah, he might. That's the only thing about Gabe, but he go get his fouls, but he gonna play hard. You know exactly what you're gonna get out of him every game, and I
This,
respect that.
I don't like Taz's demeanor on the basketball court, bro.
As far as what,
He got too much swag, like too much like sauce. Like, you know what I mean? I can't even explain it, bro. Like after he scores, just like walking back down court, kinda
yeah,
Cocky.
like always like talking to the refs, like instead of just playing the game. You know what I mean?
yeah. I get it. I get that,
I mean, he's
but I
still
mean it's
young. He's
working
probably
for him though.
playing in his emotions.
Facts.
I guess.
And he's killed. Like I doubt he would be doing that if he wasn't playing the way he's been playing. He's been killing. So he kind of got to. You can't really go against what's been working. So I can't really say
Can't.
much about that.
Yeah, he's killing. Sean, I worry about Sean on the next level just because of defense. Well, not even on the next level, just about TBT.
Yeah, Sean is been inconsistent this year, and it's weird because I always see him in the gym, like he's a gym rat. He's always in the gym getting shots up and whatever. So he's been like inconsistent this year, which is weird. I mean, obviously we know Sean can shoot.
He be
His
hitting tough
selection of
shots.
shots, yeah, his
He,
selection of shots aren't the best. Neither
he
is
be hitting.
Taz, but
He be hitting tough shots too.
yeah, yeah.
But I didn't know he was playing inconsistent. But
To me, from what I see him in the gym to on the court is
yeah,
to me it's been inconsistent. I'm not saying he's playing bad, but he's been having ups and downs so far, and maybe he'll kick it into second gear coming into second half of the season. But
yeah.
yeah,
Gabe's just gonna fall out because he reached too much.
yeah, Gabe. Man, Gabe is a smart defender and sometimes can be a dumb defender at the same time. Like
I want to say he
just
fouled out like 5. I thought I used to foul a lot. God
you
damn.
thought.
I thought, yeah. I didn't foul out a lot.
No, I'm saying you foul a lot. It just wasn't called.
Yeah, I know how to get away with it. But
Nah, let me
nah,
stop.
if any other, Keegan is a senior too, right?
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah, Keedy's a senior. Paulie's a senior. DC's a senior. Damon Kerrigan. Malik Curry's a senior.
Yo, bro, I don't think we need to do nothing, bro. I think we could just chill this shit. And just let them,
Just let the young bucks take over.
Just
for
let 'em play.
real, bro. Like if
Yeah.
there's no way they should lose.
We got some
Honestly,
horses. We got
there's
some
no way.
horses.
There's no way they should lose, bro.
But you know how it is, man. You know how a TBT setting is. That one and done is different. So if you don't have some guy, and I don't know what all their experience is with the NCAA tournament, because that's the only thing I could kind of compare it to the TBT because it's a one and done setting. So I would like to have guys who've been in that kind of setting, who've been in the NCAA, and I don't know how many of them have.
Bro, how many times did we scrimmage them young boys last year, bro? It's basically the same team.
Yeah,
We did beat them actually. We beat them once, but
we beat them once. They beat us once.
we
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
have Jawan was hurt one time, so yeah.
yeah, that's true.
But I
But
think like them playing against pros, like it'll be harder for the pros just because they just young and active and ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
I don't know, bro.
yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Might have to cut all y'all and just throw them out there. Just
Well, it's my
chill.
decision. I already cut you, so it's
That's right.
As president of J4 Entertainment in West Virginia, I have the
Did you
last
guys-
say.
Did you guys watch that game yesterday? Us against UAB?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
man.
watched it.
Whew.
That was a rough one.
It was a rough one at the beginning, man. But I like this team, man. I like this team, bruh. They find a way to win.
Yeah, they didn't roll over and die, that's for sure.
No, and they could have. They had a lot of opportunities to do that, and they didn't. So
It was down by like 10, right?
yeah, yep. And that was
I
their
was-
first true road game.
Mm-hmm.
I was very curious to see how Tyler was going to respond in the second half. Like I've never seen him
Yeah.
go like damn near scoreless in the first half before.
Yep.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that was
And
crazy.
He came out and just kept going, man. And hats off to him for that. Just came out shooting because a lot of guys will just stop shooting. They'll go in the shell or they'll be like, "Damn, I'm off today." And yeah, not Taz. So Taz always surprises me, man. Like for real.
I think he's also grown as a player too. I think he's accepted his role, like because it's been for the season that they're living and dying with how the way Taz plays so far, at least. So it's like, yo, he took that responsibility. Like, yo, even if I'm not on, I gotta find a way, and he found a way to get it done. And yeah, I'm proud of them, man. Like I think they stamped right now. They should be top 25 coming into. I don't know when the next vote is, but they
UAB,
definitely should be
right?
top. No, but they're like they got a higher RPI or whatever than we had.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so they were like 9-2 coming
No,
into
they're
the
10
game.
and 1. 10 and 1 now.
No, I'm talking about
Oh.
UAB.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that team, they were looking good. That
I
team
know.
can ball. That's for sure.
You know who's the coach?
Good.
Isn't
the
it
dude-
Andy that
Andy
Yeah.
Kennedy, the dude from that, he was the coach of Ole Miss, one of Hugs guys that coach on the Hugs, bald head dude. You don't remember him, John?
Who, me? Yeah, I remember. I
Oh,
had a game
okay.
winning shot against his team, Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? Game 1 and 3. You know, Hers told me not to shoot, but shot it anyway. That's what happens, man.
But
That's what happens. Trust the flow.
Trust the flow.
trust the flow.
Oh
That
God.
could, but yeah, yeah. I think they play Youngstown State, Coach Calhoun's team next Wednesday. So they win that game, man. There's no way they shouldn't be ranked.
Yeah.
Youngstown State, Coach Calhoun. They're
Yeah,
good too. Like what the?
I mean, Coach Calhoun, yeah, they're good too. But I'm just talking about the teams that they beat. They beat UConn, which was ranked.
I feel like
They beat a good UAB team. They should be ranked right now. They're 10-1.
we those are teams we played. We didn't have like I feel like we didn't have a tough schedule. Like UConn and UAB was the toughest two opponents. So I don't know about that being ranked shit. I think we just beat everybody we're supposed to beat. Youngstown State
What?
was supposed to beat them. I feel like.
Yeah, but which is a part of it though. That's a part of rankings though. You play who you gonna play, but then also like UAB has a even though they weren't ranked, they had a higher RPI than us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
So that
so
counts for something.
so if I become
Clemson
a
win was a good win.
college coach, I can just schedule all bum sorry teams and just be
Oh
undefeated in the NCAA,
wow,
right?
John.
wow. Wow? We gonna
That's the
get to
question.
that too, but you're nah. That's so we just walked through everybody, huh?
I'm
We
asking
didn't
a
have no
question.
hard games.
No, I said UAB and UConn. Who else?
What do you
And
think's the
Western
best win though between that?
huh?
Western Kentucky was pretty good. Or was it Eastern Kentucky? Western, they were all right.
Eastern Kentucky, we beat Clemson. Clemson is a top 100 RPI.
Oh, we played Clemson.
Yeah, we played Clemson in the tournament,
Forgot about that.
and then we only lost to Marquette, which that game we was killing the first half, and whatever in the second half we just came out flat. So I don't know, but
Yeah.
What did you say? What did you say, Ethan?
I was saying, what do you guys think is the better win, the UAB win or UConn?
the UAB win for sure. It was
Yeah, I
it
think
was on the
UAB.
road.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Ash.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
no. You go ahead.
No, I was saying it was on the road and they were at full strength. UConn win was good because they were ranked, but they didn't have two of their top players, and it was at home, which we usually do really good at home. So I think UAB was the bigger one.
Yep.
Well, there's another win you guys are forgetting about is Oakland.
Oakland win too.
That's a
Yeah,
quality
Oakland is
win
pretty
for
good.
us.
Yep.
They're good. I just feel
Yeah.
like those are all games we were supposed to win.
But you're going off of the name though. You're not going. I feel like you're not going off the actual team, like and what they're because you know how Coach Huggins be having the thing on the board all the time, the RPI thing, right?
Yeah, they be
So
winning.
they
Like Oakland should win their conference. UAB should
exactly
win their
stuff like
conference.
you know what I mean. So
Yeah,
that counts
smart scheduling. Smart.
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
That's
So
what's up.
and so instead of
Also,
disrespecting the way they put their schedule together, you should
no. I wasn't.
be.
I'm saying Hugs always has been smart about scheduling. Like he always plays the best teams of different conferences, which
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
is very smart. But another thing I saw with the team was Isaiah. What do you think about his game so far? You
Um,
pay attention?
we already talked about Isaiah. I feel like.
Did we? What I
Did
say?
we? Yeah, I don't.
I feel I feel like we mentioned it, but to Isaiah, I don't think Isaiah's not a five. He's not a five. He's a four. He's a stretch four. He has a game to put it on the ground. I don't think they let him be him. Maybe it's just some stuff they don't trust. They haven't seen too much of it, but I feel like he's not playing his natural game. I worked out with Isaiah. I know what he could do. I've seen him in practice. Like he has a lot of talent, but I don't know for whatever reason they don't trust him or whatever to show his full game. So
Mm. He's
I
going through
think
that phase too, where like he's second guessing like what he should be doing. Like
yeah,
is he not looking at the rim, like not being a threat on offense? Like if I could go back and change one thing about my college career is I'll try to be a threat every time I touch the ball. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
But that comes with
difficult in the system.
experience, right? Like, yeah, it took you experience to realize that.
Ah,
No.
you gotta be a little bit defiant. Like you just gotta have like it's not even confident. It's just defiant.
Yeah.
Like
I feel
Hugs told KJ stop shooting. KJ shot more. That's crazy.
yeah, that's true. Though. But yeah, I feel like you gotta have, like you said, I think it's more you gotta be mentally tough enough to fight through making the mistakes. Even if you make, let's just say you make a mistake, he bench you, you can't get out of the game because you might have an opportunity to get back in
Right.
and do something great. You know what I mean? It's fighting through that mental of he might scream at me, but this is my game, so I gotta be me. You know what I mean? I
It's
think
almost
that's
ironic. Sorry, I
that.
didn't mean to cut
No,
you
no, no.
off.
Go ahead, John.
But it's almost ironic that you say that, considering what happened yesterday. Now, granted, Hug said the reason he took Taz out was because he'd been playing him a lot. They'd been playing him an awful lot. So he puts him on a bench where some guys may take that some type of way. And then Taz goes back in and starts putting in work. You know what I mean? Like you have, like you said, I think it's important for these guys to remember, just because you have to sit down on the bench because maybe you did something wrong. Don't get out of your headspace where, if you get the chance to go back in, you can make a difference, and do what you should do.
Exactly. Exactly. And then also, I think that to Taz's credit, I think that's him maturing as a basketball player too. Because I don't know if when he first gets into the program, if that happens, he reacts the same way. I
Right.
think he's taking it on his shoulders, like, this is kind of my team now. So like I can't get out of it, because if I do, then chances are we probably not gonna win.
But he
Yeah.
So
knows he knew he was gonna get back in the game.
yeah, that too.
That's real.
That works.
Isaiah now, if Isaiah does something that Hug says, what I'm saying, not to do, he might not get back in the game.
That's true.
He's risking that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's
that's a
different.
fact.
We can't compare those two.
Yeah, I agree.
One
Isaiah
thing,
Isaiah was telling us that he's been like more conservative with his play because he's still trying to get used to playing off of his Achilles injury from last year.
That too.
Mm.
And remember, Isaiah only played like through how many games last year?
Played like
4,
9 or
5,
10 games.
nine.
He
Yeah,
played non-conference games. That was about it.
exactly. So Isaiah is really still going through his freshman year right now,
was he able to
technically
redshirt?
speaking. Yeah, he redshirted. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So he's still like, you know what I mean? He's still kind of going through his freshman year technically. So he's playing well. He's playing well. He'll get out of his shell. Hopefully. Nah, I'm not gonna even put that in the air. But yeah,
Don't do it.
yeah,
Portal.
he'll he'll get out of his shell.
The
And hopefully
portal.
they'll trust him more, and he can ball like the way I've seen it. So
Just demanding the ball, bro. That's what I want him to do, man. Like yesterday, like he was setting screens and like a guard would switch on him, like just go straight to the block and demand the ball. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
that's not their offense though.
I mean, it's just that's just reading the game.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true.
It's not even.
Yeah,
Do you guys
yeah.
think they can just go through Taz and Sean the whole year, or do you think they need someone
No.
in the league to step up as a third
JB's
scorer?
been playing alright, right?
Yeah. He JB's another guy that's like I thought he was gonna take a big step forward. He's talented enough to do so. We need a third scorer. There's no way we could count on Taz and Sean. It's working now, but in the Big 12, like I feel like every opponent is ranked in Big 12 right now. So I don't know how we're gonna do that if we don't have a third scorer, a guy that consistently give us 10,
Yeah,
at least 10 points a game,
just 10.
at least.
Yeah.
They have a bunch of guys that can do it. Malik, JB,
Mhm.
Isaiah.
But it just depends on who's gonna be consistent enough to do that. So I don't know. We'll
Now,
see.
we mentioned the transfer portal earlier, and our very own Ethan reported a story yesterday about someone who entered the transfer portal last year from WVU.
Our boy Oscar.
Let's get into the shits.
Let's do it. All right,
Let's
hang
get-
on. Let me get adjusted.
Go ahead. Ash, you set this one off, man. Set it off.
All
Ash.
right. So apparently, good old Oscar Shibwe did a little interview. I think it was with The Athletic, if I can remember correctly.
Yep.
And basically was talking about, his experience whenever he left West Virginia, and then went on to say that Coach Huggins said that he was going to ruin his career. He was going to go to NBA GMs. and tell them all kinds of bad things about him. He was going to ruin him if he left West Virginia. It's the wildest thing I have ever read in my entire life. Like, it's crazy, right? Like, that's a crazy accusation to say.
Some coaches do that though.
Yeah, but to say that about and here's because we've been talking about this in the group chat, whatever. To say that about Coach Huggins, he's never had a player say that about him. So I could get if it's been happened before, but that's why I'm like, man, to put that on somebody's name, especially a Hall of Fame coach, that's a lot, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so let's clarify something really quick, because Oscar reached out to clarify this was not a direct conversation with Huggins, rather that he was told by people around him somebody at WVU was saying these things. Oscar says the only direct comment from Huggins to him was, "You're ruining your life,"
which I could see Coach Huggins.
Yeah.
Which I could definitely see. Let's get this out the way too. Even though I don't think Coach Huggins said what Oscar claimed he said, I don't think that it was all roses when Oscar left. Like he definitely gave him a piece of his mind. Exactly what he said, I don't know. but to say that Huggins said nothing,
yeah,
for sure. He didn't have to threaten him. I mean, he didn't threaten him. I don't think he threatened him at all, because Huggins is the type of guy that's like, we don't need you.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, yo, Oscar, like, bro, he's not gonna say that, bro.
Yeah, we had DC. Like, even if we didn't have DC, like, Hugs has said we don't need you to a bunch of NBA players that he had.
Yeah.
He said it to Devin Ebanks. He said it to, I don't know if he said it to Deshaun or not, but Joe Alexander for sure. He said it to a bunch of players before. We don't need the motherfucker.
Exactly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he is not going to say something. He's not going to be that hurt to be like, we're going to ruin your career if you leave it.
That was my point. Like, in what world do you, no offense, but in what world do you think you're that fucking important for Huggins to say that he's going to, ruin your career? Like, come on. You're not that fucking cool for him to hate.
He was pretty important for the team. We're not going to say like Oscar wasn't important.
Oh, no.
Puzzle.
But
we're not going to do that.
But not at that limit. Not for Huggins to do something like that. Come on.
He was a McDonald's All-American. If you don't know Hugs, then it sounds real. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's easy to believe he would say something like that. But knowing him, nah, he didn't care.
Yeah.
So I'm curious too to know. Let's hypothetical here. Okay, if nobody at WU said those things, why would the people around him say that they did? Like, what's the end game there? To make him angry enough to play harder and want to like go big? I don't know.
To just make him feel better. Because for real, Oscar, he didn't want to leave West Virginia. Honestly, like, he wanted to stay. He wanted to make it work, but he felt like people was in his ear saying, "You need to do this. You need to do that." So basically, I think they're saying that just to make him feel better about his decision, because he left in a shitty way, like a very not honorable way.
That was shitty.
Exactly. Yeah. And that was my whole point. And that's the part that sucks the most, because Oscar's a great kid. Like, being around him, he's not a shitty kid. Like,
he's not.
So that's why it made me so disappointed in him to the way he did it. Because it's like, yo, if you're gonna make a grown man decision like that, you gotta handle it like a grown man. Like, talk. And that's where all the confusion comes. If he had to sit down with Hugs in the first place and told him what was going on, there would be no confusion. He would know exactly how Hugs felt, whether that's good or bad. It's not like Hugs can do anything to him or stop him from leaving. Like, have a conversation with the guy. Y'all leave it at that, and then y'all both move on. They're both doing great. Oscar's doing great in Kentucky right now. The team is doing great. So it's like, this didn't have to come out. Like, this didn't have to happen if everything was handled the way it should have been handled.
Right. And I also don't think that it's, no offense, but I don't think it's a good look for Oscar either in the realm of a professional career, because now teams could look at him and be like, dude, if he doesn't like what's happening, he's just going to pick up and fucking leave. Like, no questions asked, no conversation to be had. Just like any other profession, nobody wants someone who's just going to walk out the door.
Facts.
Like, what's the name from this? Ben Simmons.
Yeah. But we all know this too, though. We all know that the more talented you are, the more they put up with stuff from you. So we know that's how it is in any sport. So
Bigger than your problems. That's
Ex-
what Coach Hug said that.
look at the guys around. Look at freaking Antonio Brown. Look at these dudes that get second, third, fourth, fifth chances just because of how extremely talented they are. So it's like the last person on the bench, if they would have did that, they're gone. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So you get more of those opportunities, but I
Ethan,
don't think it was a good look for Oscar either.
Ethan, what's Oscar stats right now?
Oh no!
Oscar's averaging 16 points and 12 rebounds.
Tough. That's tough.
I think he's averaging like 2 blocks, 2 steals as well, maybe a little bit under.
That's
The
tough.
The Oscar slander in WVU is crazy right now.
I want to stop hearing people say like he didn't work hard, he was lazy or whatever. Like I don't know where that narrative came from.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know
Wow.
where
I mean,
that came from.
I think it's from Hugs calling him soft the last year or so. Any chance he gets, he's.
I wish they would leave each other alone. Like,
yeah, just like they're both
like a bad
doing
breakup.
great. Like, why? Yeah, it's like a bad breakup, but they're both doing great afterwards, like with their next
Right.
relationship. But they still keep talking about each other. Like, why?
because there's no closure. Maybe we should bring them together. Let's bring them together, KJ.
Oh,
On the Final Fourcast, let's bring them together. First sit down interview, we could mediate it.
Hugs first. What will Hugs' first words be?
You fucking coward. You fucking coward.
That's funny.
It would be.
Yeah, if this is the Howard Stern show, I would definitely act.
Did you guys see how he said he would take a lie detector test?
Yes.
That might have been the best part about it, because I would pay to see Huggins take a polygraph test.
I thought it would be
Shut down the
awesome.
rumors.
Like for us to do it on the Final Forecast. You know what I mean? Like let's film it. Let's turn it into an episode.
Yeah,
we're gonna bring in a polygraph expert, and we're gonna give Coach Huggins a lie detector test.
That'd be fire, actually.
I like how in the same breath we're like, they should just get over it, move on, and then we're like, but we'll bring them back together. We'll make a whole big production out of it.
No, I'm not talking about bringing Oscar into it. We're just talking about doing a lie detector test.
And then also he said closure too. That's what it needed, closure. I think that's what the whole thing of bringing them together is.
Well, I think that honestly, I think the biggest problem with this whole situation is the fact that they didn't have a sit down, talk one-on-one. So now Oscar's thinking Huggins said things that he never said, and I'm sure Huggins thinks that Oscar feels or thinks certain things that maybe he doesn't even think.
Exactly.
So I think like you said, there needs to be closure. There needs to be something.
Nobody really knows why Oscar left. Why did Oscar leave?
Huggins said he just left after a game and never came back.
Yeah, why did he leave?
Game. I was at that game. It was he got benched early in the game. Like,
what wasn't it the Northeastern game?
Yeah, it was one of those. It was the game that Isaiah got hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he benched him early. I don't know why he benched him.
John, I can't hear you.
I said he benched him early. Like, I don't know why he benched him, but that's the game that he just was like, nah, I'm done.
Wow. Obviously, other things have led up to this, though, because I wouldn't think he'd be that butthurt over that.
Yeah, it started in the summertime with that narrative that he wasn't working in the gym. That's what it all started with.
Yeah.
He told The Athletic that he cried every day.
Oh,
wow.
Sad.
Because he just did not want to be here.
Wow. Again, man, Oscar's a great kid. Like, from me being around him and knowing him, he always worked hard, in my opinion, from what I saw. So it's just an unfortunate situation that he felt like that, but also he has to take that responsibility of he didn't handle things right, and that's the bottom line of it. Like, you didn't handle your exit the way you should have.
Right.
And you got to take responsibility for that. Just like, everybody has to take responsibility for their part in it.
Let's get back to the lie detector testing. I know Dave doesn't like ratings. He doesn't like things that bring ratings. But Ash, what other questions would you ask us with the lie detector test?
Ooh, yeah.
That's a good question. Let me think on that. Let me marinate on that one for a second.
Yeah.
What would I ask him?
I know what you would ask him. I was the best player on the team, wasn't I? That's something you would say.
He would definitely hurt some
Don't
people's
lie, Hugs. You
feelings.
know I was.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
We'll ask him something like, along those lines. Yes, absolutely. Why didn't you let John shoot for real?
What's the real reason you didn't let me shoot all the threes I wanted to? Oh man, but yeah, like I said, unfortunate situation. Hopefully, closure comes out of it. If it doesn't, hopefully they just both move on. They're both
Yeah.
doing great,
For the love
and
of God.
nobody needs it. Like
What's the
It's
over under
trauma.
that Oscar will be brought up again before the season's over?
Oh God, too much.
much. I was also wondering how that would like affect the team with all that coming out because
Right.
because not only did he transfer from Coach Huggins, like none of the players knew from my understanding, none of the players knew that he was leaving either. So it's like you're leaving your brothers out there too, and that's kind of what I had a problem about as well. Like
They
you
seem to
not
still be cool with her.
exactly, but I didn't know like what all the stories coming out about the things Hugs allegedly said to him if that would affect them or Oscar's game. So I was looking to see I think they played North Carolina. Kentucky played North Carolina last night. So I was seeing like if that would affect either side. It doesn't look like it did, but
No, they won that game.
yeah. So
Oscar played well too.
yeah. So uh,
I think they only have one loss. Looks like it.
Kentucky.
Oh, they're two. They're 8-2. I
Yeah.
know they lost to Notre Dame. Who else did they lose to?
Ooh, yo, I got a feeling we gonna match up with them in the NCAA tournament.
Oh, imagine talk about ratings. Talk about ratings.
That would be rough.
Talk about ratings.
It's already crazy
Gabe,
Kentucky WVU, but to have that storyline too.
Gabe gonna fall out for it, sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
It's gonna happen.
We played them in a tournament like 3 different times.
Exactly, just because of the storyline, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason why we should be playing them 3 different times and it's the same tournament.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they're thinking. This is ratings, like
Facts.
insane. We'll make so much money off this. This is
Yeah,
what
they
we're
make it
gonna
seem like
do.
it's like random. It's not.
But it is
at
not.
all.
It is not.
This is smart. Smart.
It is smart. Yeah, I can't wait to see that if it does happen. Pray to the basketball gods for that.
So
But yeah, to kind of end this, like, we're not end it, but like to reiterate what I said in our group text is something to keep in mind for people out there who are thinking that maybe Huggins did say these things. This man has been coaching for fucking literally ever. And this is the first time something like this has been said. So, I mean, I wouldn't put too much weight behind it at all.
yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah, I'm over it too. I've been over it.
Is COVID back in WVU?
Not that I'm aware of, but I know it is affecting other teams.
COVID
Like,
is everywhere right now.
COVID is everywhere.
It's none of that. I mean, we didn't have any new cases like in West Virginia. Like they didn't detect the new Omarion joint.
Marion, Omicron.
Oh my.
As far as I know, there's no Omicron in
We've
West
got
Virginia.
it here. We've got it in West
What?
Virginia as of this
We
week.
do?
As of this week, we have it. Yeah.
Omicron. What is that? I haven't been keeping up. Like I can't
What's
keep
the
up
difference,
with the variants
Dave?
anymore.
Get us hit, Dave. What's the difference?
There are so many different mutations that potentially evade natural immunity and the two vaccine dosage. So the third shot, which acts like a booster, restores your protection very high up. They found some changes on the spike protein that mean it's more aggressive in how it replicates and is transmitted to other people. But so far, God willing, depending on the data, it looks like it might be way less severe and more mild. But the fact that it's so transmissible means that it's going to hit a lot of people very quickly. And even though it's like less severe, that many people that quickly might overrun the health system again. So they're kind of really unsure because it's still brand new. But there is some light potentially that South Africa's already hit its peak after about a month, which means it just rips through a community and then like might trail off. But yeah, it's the variant of concern right now. It's going to be the dominant one by the end of the month around the world. They think.
Oh wow, even more so than Delta. I mean, Delta's
Sorry.
been pretty severe. So honestly, it's very reminiscent of like Spanish influenza, you know? Like it mutated itself to be less deadly but more contagious. So maybe that's what direction we're heading in.
Are we talking about another shutdown?
No.
I don't think there's a point in another shutdown. It's gonna because it's once it's already here. So once it
Yeah,
gets
okay.
going, I don't think there's really a point.
Yeah.
Plus, we have such wide availability of vaccines, and they've been found to be still good against Omicron if you get your booster. Like,
I'm waiting for a plant-based vaccination.
Oh, for Pete's sake!
How crazy is that though? Like Kyrie Irving didn't want to get the vaccine, then they started to bring him back. Now he has COVID.
That's wild.
That's ironic.
That's wild. Yeah.
Telling you, God is the funniest comedian in ever.
You know what though? That's valid, John. I don't know if you guys followed the stories from the beginning, but it like, for instance, I'm not going to name names. I'm just going to mention the stories. There was this person that was a very like anti-mask person. They were having like rallies all over the place. Fuck masks, fuck vaccines. That person died. Got COVID and died. And this has happened numerous times. I swear to God, don't talk shit on COVID because it'll take you out. I don't know if it's like...
It's selecting people. It's selecting people. It's like, oh yeah, you was
amazing
talking
how
shit.
many. It's amazing how many of them are preachers too. They're like, don't believe in masks and don't believe in vaccine, and then they're the ones that like are so at the forefront of denying it.
I just don't like the government's trying to control me narrative thing.
Right?
How? Why? Why are they trying to control you out of everybody? Like, why you
to wear a mask?
That's the one that doesn't get me. Like, really, like, you have to wear a seatbelt or you get a ticket. I mean, really, it's not that big of a deal. This is about, community safety. This is a health hazard.
In Japan, people wear masks every single day. They're not forced to. They just do it just because it's to keep people safe.
Yeah, because it's the right thing to do. I don't know.
And not only that, like, this actually happened to me. I was at the grocery store the other day, and I wear a mask now whenever I'm in tight public spaces because places have been crowded. And I literally am walking down the aisle. I assume they were talking about me because I was one of the only ones wearing a mask. Literally heard this woman say to her husband, whoever this guy was she was with, "These liberal fucks and their stupid masks. They look ridiculous." Like, are you kidding me? Does my mask offend you? Because what the fuck? I'm not telling you to put one on.
Exactly. Like, bruh,
So
like, if you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask. But don't, like, I don't understand. Why are you mad at other people who want to be safe? Like, what sense does that make?
Exactly.
Interesting.
Sure, it's really nice when it keeps your face warm.
100%.
Such an added benefit this last 2 years. Like,
Yeah.
Is it me or do they pronounce Harry Potter just weirdly on the movie?
What?
Where'd that come from?
Harry Potter.
That British accent.
It's Harry Potter.
We don't have the R drop. We've dropped the R. So
it's Harry Potter. How do they say it like that, Dave?
Not return to Hogwarts.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That was good.
That was pretty
Who was
good.
that? That's the little.
Who was that? Dang, what's my man's name? Dobby. Yeah.
Dobby.
Did Dobby dirty?
Master has given Dobby a sock.
It's too good. You've been practicing that shit, Dave.
When I'm lonely, I talk as Dobby to myself just to feel something. We're coming up in an hour. Do you guys want to talk about the bowl game?
Oh yeah, is that coming? Is that coming up?
Right.
It's all right if you don't care.
All right, we could talk about it because there's a lot of people that are like dropping out of it, whether it's because they're transferring or just Letty Brown.
The opt-outs.
Yeah, he's getting ready for the draft, so he opted out. So are we going to even have a team to compete in the bowl game? And Minnesota is a good team, right?
Neil Brown said they'll only have one opt-out. That's Letty Brown.
Okay.
So they're actually not doing too bad on the opt-out.
What about the transfers? Well, they only have one more of those because they've had about 10.
Yeah, a lot of people have been gone.
I think that's just college football now. If you don't get playing time, you're gonna want to go play at a mid major, and then if you're playing really well at like a school like WVU, you're gonna want to go play at an SEC powerhouse.
Right.
That's just college in general nowadays. Like transfer portal
Yeah.
made it. We talked about this even last episode, how transfer portal made it so easy for everybody to just transfer if things aren't going their way. Which I don't think is a good like statement to be making. I don't know. It's just me. What do you think about, John?
To me, it just shows like who wants to like be a team player and who wants to just be an individual player in college and just be selfish and try to go to the league that way.
Personally, I'm thinking from a business standpoint. Like the bowl game, like the sponsor of the bowl game has to be pissed because none of the players are playing in it. I'll be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
If J-Flow Entertainment sponsored the bowl game and then none of the players wanted to play, I'll be pissed.
Yeah, that would suck.
And it's a bad look for the NCAA too because
Right.
it's just all around bad.
And it happens all the time. Like players that are thinking about going to the league, it's like, well, I'm not gonna play in this bowl game. Like not even if it's for something major. You know what I mean? Like they don't seem to care.
Garrett did it. Is that his name? What's the quarterback's name?
Garrett Green?
Garrett Green?
No. Garrett Green opted out this year?
No.
Who are you talking about, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, Garrett Green. Yeah. He plays for the Jaguars.
No, Garrett Green's he's still in college.
What was
John, are
you talking about Geno Smith?
Garrett Green, the quarterback from WVU right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Opted out of the bowl game.
He didn't.
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about the quarterback from like 2 years ago who was like, I'm not playing the bowl game.
Will Greer?
Yeah, Will Greer.
Oh,
yeah,
Will Greer.
that's right.
Oh, yeah. That's what. So you telling me you play
guys.
all these games and then one more game is gonna hurt you to play?
Right.
Like that's the game you're gonna get injured in. Like
I
that's
guess it's just
the
like
logic
no
of it.
point. I mean, it happened to Deshaun Butler.
That's
true.
true.
Deshaun
But that's a
would've
different
opted out of that
situation,
game.
though, bro. That's like
If Deshaun would have opted out of that game, though, like he would.
But he wouldn't have for no reason.
exactly. And then
But-
also it's like and then that's a good look for you to play one more game, have one more set of film where you play well. Like that, I don't see how that hurts you.
It happens, and maybe he was just like, my O-line isn't blocking. I don't feel like getting messed up this game again. I get it, bro. Like I'm all for guys making their money. Go get it. I know you're saying one more game, but yeah, I've seen it a lot. Like guys just get hurt at the last game.
Game is different because it doesn't really count for anything.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's a moral victory.
Not
It's
every
just like a
bowl game is
TV
like
event,
that, though.
right? It's just a TV event. It doesn't affect anything else.
Because
That's
I know
true.
when we won,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
people still talking about the Orange Bowl that we beat Clemson in. So I don't know how
That's a big bowl game.
But that's what I'm saying. But you said it doesn't. You said it's a moral victory, which I don't think so.
Some of these bowl games don't matter, bro. Like the one we're playing this year, I don't even know what it is.
The
but,
guaranteed rate bowl.
Oh yeah, that don't. That's
Jinx it.
that's.
Yeah, remember
By the way,
back
there's
in
some crazy ones.
2021, we won the guaranteed rate bowl.
the pinstripe bowl.
That's another one. There was another one.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a mayo bowl where they dump mayo on the winning coach.
All right.
There's a Frisco Bowl, a famous Idaho Potato Bowl,
All right, never mind. Forget what I just said. Man. It is.
There's the Barstool Bowl.
Gasparilla Bowl.
SeaWorld holiday bowl where they throw marine life at you. That's
Quick Lane Bowl. I mean, there's some good ones.
J-Flow Entertainment Bowl.
You could definitely have one. Why?
For real.
We should have a Final Forecast Bowl.
We broke.
Final Forecast bowl.
A Final Forecast Bowl.
I mean, we could do it. If a Cheez-It's got a bowl, we can do it. There it is. Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Oh my god.
The Truck Bryant Cleaning Crew Bowl.
Some of these
Oh my
bowl
God.
games just dilute the purpose of having a bowl.
Yeah.
Everyone can get a bowl game now. Like,
Yeah.
Apparently, Outback has a bowl now too.
So do we
But
think we're
don't-
gonna win or nah?
They're playing against
I don't think so.
Minnesota. I need to look up Minnesota stats.
Minnesota?
They're,
Minnesota?
They're
Yeah.
8-4.
Why is there so long of a break between our last game and our bowl game? Why is
That's how it
there
always
so
is.
long? I
would
hate that.
suck. That would suck if I was a player. That's probably why they opt out too.
Yeah.
Imagine if you a senior and you gotta wait 4 more weeks to play your last game.
That's really probably why they opt out, because they just want to get started on the next level instead of waiting
Here's
all this
Yeah.
time.
I could feel that. I could feel that.
There's an interesting storyline for this bowl game.
Okay.
So West Virginia's offensive, I think he was an offensive analyst. He got hired 2 weeks ago by Minnesota to be their offensive coordinator, and he's gonna. I'm pretty sure he's coaching Minnesota in the bowl game against West.
Oh
Wait
wow.
a minute.
Can't do
Wow.
that.
That seems like really
You can't do
illegitimate.
that.
You can't do that.
All
They
right.
asked Neil
You
Brown
can't
about it, and
do
he said
that.
he's never been in the situation before. So
That's wild.
That's what Neil Brown said about that.
yeah, he's just like, it's a unique situation. We'll talk about it later.
I'll be pissed. I know
Wow.
Rich Rod wouldn't have went for that.
Nope.
Or my man,
Bill Stewart
nah.
or Don Nealon.
The one after him. Why we keep skipping the best coach you had in the
Rich Rod?
last?
Holgerson?
Yeah,
Holgerson.
Holgerson.
We had Bill Stewart before Holgerson.
Are you talking about Rich Rod?
No, he's talking.
Yeah,
he's
he's
talking
talking
about
about
Rich
Holgerson.
Rod and then
Bill
I don't think
Stewart.
John knows
no,
where he is
it was
right
Rich Rod, then Bill Stewart, then Holgerson. Bill
Why are we
Stewart
talking about
was
the order of these coaches? I don't
John-
have,
Because you said
John-
he came after him. He
John
came
been
after.
smoking that legal weed.
he did
from
come
your-
after him.
No, he did, but he wasn't the coach that came directly after him.
I didn't say directly after. I
Oh,
said
Jesus
after.
Christ.
Thank
John's
you.
brain is currently experiencing technical difficulties.
This is your brain on drugs.
A funny one, guys. That was a real funny.
Oh man, but anyway,
yeah.
to answer your question, I don't think we're gonna win. Nah, I don't like the state of our football program right now. So nah,
What's going on?
Do you
there's a
think
lot of
that?
stuff going on.
Do you think that if Daggy comes back and Green doesn't get playing time, that Green will leave or that Vincent will leave?
Green's gonna
Because everyone's
I wish-
building up
Green will
that
leave
Vincent
I don't
kid
blame him
to-
if he leaves.
Because all the fans like see the constant praise of Vincent, and they're gonna want to start him day one. Do you think he's gonna get any time or no?
Vincent.
Martial,
That's
Nico?
Nico. His name's Nico.
Nico.
Martial. I just renamed him Vincent this entire.
Way to
His name's
way
not
to
Vincent.
know your football.
I'm
babe.
hoping Nico comes in, kills it in fucking practice, no need to redshirt, jumps in. That's what I'm
He's
hoping
not-
happens.
Neil Brown has shown he's not going to play. He's not
Yeah,
letting go of. He's,
yeah. I think Deggy is. Yeah, I think Deggy is pretty locked in right now.
he's here to stay.
And unless he does something, unless Nico comes in and does something amazing, like I don't think Deggy is going nowhere. I
And
think
that's
he's
why
locked in.
Green isn't allowed to throw the ball, because if Green gets out there and actually shows that he could throw and he could do all this stuff, then Neil Brown looks dumb. for
I
not
never-
playing.
I never thought about that. That's that's a good point.
So that's
Especially if
exactly
you-
why we all know what Green is going to do when he gets his.
All right, you're big. All right, we'll see. Or
We shall see.
Did you all see Jalen's amazing pepperoni roll? And
Why
the
was
yellow
that-
ad?
I
Why was
always
that
go
so-
for 3.
Why was that so amazing?
It's so just it's,
It's
so
so West
beautifully
Virginia.
local TV, and
Yeah.
the pan out when he's like trying to eat it, and then the thumb the perfect symbol. It's just so amazingly like local
It's corny.
TV. I love
It's
it.
so cheesy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Just like their pepperoni rolls.
They had some
All
sound
right.
effects every time he took a
I thought you
bite.
guys were like serious. Like, this is a great commercial.
No,
Like, that
no,
commercial
it's-
sucks.
But that's the point, right? It's
Yeah.
so bad it's good.
what?
Yeah.
But was that what they were intending? That it was going to be so bad that it was good, or were they trying to actually be good?
I think they were
trying-
probably trying to be good,
I think they were
but
trying
to
sadly,
be
that's
good,
what
bro.
happens with local TV. They think that they're making great commercials when in reality they look.
The wipe at
Just
the start
horrendous.
is just chef's kiss, where it just like warps into him, and then it's a montage of him just biting a pepperoni roll.
There's
Yeah.
so many different ideas that just come to my mind when making a pepperoni roll commercial.
And then it
What are we
zooms
doing?
out, and he's just holding a pepperoni roll. I love it. It's so good.
Yo,
But
Probably
anyway,
did
all right.
sell a lot of pepperoni rolls, though.
Probably.
Hell yeah, he did. They got
probably for
cars.
sure.
They're making bank right now. It's great.
This is the Final Fourcast podcast.
All right, this has been another episode of the Final Forecast with me, Jay Flo, real estate agent basketball player, husband,
Business owner.
All right.
son,
Mogul.
everything.
OnlyFans member.
Got my guy KJ with me.
You.
GoFundMe page member.
Yes, sir. Hit that up. You know what I mean? Nothing less than 200. No donations less than 200.
If you
per
or
person.
someone you love know someone who operates a basketball team and would like to hire Kevin Jones, please reach out to us at Final Four.
No, I'm sure you'll have a job soon. Really. Now you get to go for less time and make the same amount of money. You know what you're doing.
I hope, man. I sure hope so, buddy.
Smart. Our lovely co-host Ash
That's me.
and Ethan was here.
Well, he goes. We need to change that to some cheers.
Yeah.
And super producer Dave.
Yes, buy your tickets at thetournament.com/tickets.
Hey, let us know who you guys want to be on the team too. From this year's team coming in. We don't want to hear about Pittsnoggle and
Yeah,
Barry
don't
West. Please.
in Hair Bear or
Guys, that won't happen.
yeah.
The year of Herb Brooks' comeback.
Let us know. We'll figure it out.